Raiders from Belgium have joined.
End of line.
Marshall subscribed at Tier 1. They've subscribed for 31 months, currently on a 26-month streak.
End of line.
CROY 2025 SICHER 100 Detox says hello to Scan.
End of line.
I have no idea what the DECTOX input level issues are. Apparently I'm going to have to tear apart that audio capture thing and figure out what's going on. Hello, everyone. Found the 4C ADF. No, I wish. Although, kind of not really, because that would be single-sided, and that was one of the things that I needed to correct. Okay. Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be looking at an Epson Workforce ES402. Not sponsored. We just don't have that many opportunities on Linux. I don't think so. Yeah, so of all of the scanners that you can get that work over USB and Linux, there is this one. So I bought this one. Being fancy, looking very annoying, or fancy and annoying, broken, also mouse encrusted printer. Oh gosh, no. Are you saying you want to out of your Quiet Writer? Also, K Marshall, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 31 months. I appreciate that. Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits, as well as the additional 100 bits. I think you'd have Scancer sponsorship opportunities. I mean, Caesar videos. Actually turned down more scanner sponsor videos for them because, like, there's only so many I can do, man. I don't. You went from 32 megapixels to like 28. Like, I'm not making a video about that. Archival, hopefully I'm pronouncing it somewhat correctly there. Thank you for the tier 1 sub and for the first time. Okay, so wish Twitch wouldn't drop stream as soon as you start replying to your nonsense. The good news is
says I can hear the Epson say, feed me CHER 200.
Yes.
End of line.
Spooky, thank you for the 200 bits. Skip for you two, might be me. Oh no, let me make sure. What? It's the server dropping pixels? Pixels. I mean, that is pixels.
100. Do you have the matching Nova interface for this scanner?
End of
That would
line.
be USB, and no. The server side hasn't dropped any frames. This just dies, so I don't think it's me.
End of line.
Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits, and Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. Yeah, I don't know why it skipped. Maybe Twitch is just angry. I don't know. So, all right, it's been perfect. See, I don't know. Nicholas, that doesn't work on the YouTube side. No breakup. Move closer to the source. Okay, so this is the Epson work. All right, let me take it from the top for those of you who have been having issues. All right, this is an Epson Workforce ES402. This is actually recommended to me by Digital Ice Age, who has the exact same scanner. I have to scan the Wheel Printer E manual and definitely totally not anything else.
25 SIZHER 100 dots, so what is it? I've never
I mean, we'll see once we get it open. It'll make sense.
I guess it's a scanner dot, so is this thing scanning images from time? And printer returns it.
End of line.
I'm not exactly sure what you're asking. It's a scanner that just scans pages. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this thing open, so we can all see exactly what it is, and we can begin to set it up, and then we can see the squished penguin. Okay. All right, don't look at this address label or you'll know where Amazon lives. Okay. So, fun stuff here. Yep. You know what my favorite part about this scanner is? I want you to see this, okay? It is the year 2025. Do they not even say it? Is it on the other side? Hold on.
Chlorocoon says CHER.
They don't even say the deep.
Paraphrasing Rat Dwarf.
End of line.
Seriously? Wow.
PSHIFT 64 SIZHER 100.
Ah!
End of line.
There we go. Let me hide the webcam. No way. It actually worked with the touchscreen? That's insane.
CHER 100. Do they print choo-choo? It's a hype train on the box.
End of line.
Chloe, thank you for the 100 bits. Upshift, thank you for the 100 bits. And Baljamet, and thank you for the 100 bits. Brain just got on a thing reading. Anyway, yeah, I guess I missed the... Yeah, the Red Dwarf quote went over my head because I'm distracted here. Okay, so it's the year 2025. Scanner resolution is still 600 dpi. HP 4C was what, 1994? 31 years ago? We have not improved this number? 31 years? Come on! It's insane. Anyway, all right, let's get it open. I had to take a moment and complain about that. Optical limits? No, it's definitely not.
Says we have improved this number through an innovative marketing technique called Link.
Yes.
CHER 100.
End of line.
Anyway, Ben, thank you for the 100 bits. And RHK, thank you for the cumulative 100 bits there. Maybe no one needs a higher resolution. No, some people do. Granted, a sheet feed scanner like this, probably not as much, but there really aren't that many that aren't. All right, here we go. Open it up for the first time. This is a fancy box. Look at the edges rounded.
They've
Why?
subscribed for 40 months.
End of line.
Follow X, thank you for the tier 2 sub and for 40 months. I appreciate that. Thank you. All right. Needed higher digitizing medium format transparencies. Ah, well, I would have just the solution for that in a bit. Actually, Cards House. Bulbs are busted.
CRAZYBOY 2025 SIZHER 100. That's exactly what I thought. Relative printer dimension I thought in an amazingly compressed box dot.
End of line.
HDMI cable. Wait a minute, it's USB 3? I was not anticipating that. That is weird. Yeah, on the transparency adapter. So, I'm gonna have to come up with a LED mod, because I bet that one doesn't check for color calibration. All right. Why is it USB 3? Man, it must really scan fast. I would take 600 DPI as the max if it truly just absolutely, I was going to say shreds, but I want it to not shred the paper. That's actually one of the reasons why I got this. On that, let me cover that. So when I first got the S100 computers, I was very, very kindly sent, I believe, a Brother S50 scanner. It is a sheet feed scanner like this. That was an excellent scanner that helped me get started on sheet feed scanning, and I am still really appreciative of it. However, it developed a problem on the top side sensor, which meant that it would leave a streak in every single scan. So I had to only use it as a single-sided scanner, which really slowed down the practicality of it. And then the wheels marked a couple of pages that I put through it, and with the sensitivity of the documents that I'm scanning, I deemed that not a acceptable risk. So here we are. Wow, those are the squishiest feet I've ever had on like any device ever. They're totally going to be mushed flat in 20 years. Okay, that's a lot of tape. 600 DPI is still plenty good. Yeah, for the kind of stuff that you'd run through this, 600 DPI is fine. It's just, streak will be dust. No, that's the weird part. I think it was a CCD issue. So you can go look at some of my scans on archive.org, some of the early sheet feed scans. You'll see on the left page, which is the top side, there'll be a blue line at the top, and then it starts out blue and then fades back to white, almost like the response time of the CCD for that was bad, or CIS or whatever. So it was weird. It was not just dust on the sensor. Yeah. All right. Tape. This is all going on here. Oh, we got a manual. Since I'm pretty sure that it's plug it in and turn it on, I'm going to not read the manual. It's a pretty bread bin, yeah. Okay. Oh, we got our first thing. It flips open like that and then closes. Let me focus it. This is going to be really hard to film, being black. So bear with me. I'm going to slightly overexpose this so you can actually see details.
Subscribe with Prime. They've subscribed for 26 months.
End of line.
I'm going to guess this whole thing flips up. The Industrious Ant, thank you for the Prime sub and for 26 months. I appreciate that. And if I did say it, Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits there. All right. Let's take these off. Dude, I'm kind of excited. It's USB 3.0. Kind of makes it a little more difficult to plug in, but I think I can make it work. Once we get something scanned on here, I will also show off the finalized version of the scan processing program that we worked on in, was it the last stream before? I don't know. Ooh, fancy.
Why do I picture the Mahawk or the brain eating monster shooting out the back like it did in the bin :D?
End of line.
Crazy Boy, thank you for the 100 bits. Let's see, that's the model we use at work. Older ES400i is white, the Gen 1, I presume. All right. I mean, I'm pretty excited about the USB 3.0. Okay, this, you know what, screw it, just fold it in on itself. I looked, also, Digital Ice Age, I couldn't find, oh, there's a bunch of junk in it that I'm going to have to get out. I couldn't find a wide format Epson scanner, because I was thinking it would be nice for saddle stitch stuff to be able to just, you know, like unfold them and run them through like that, but I couldn't find one. Okay, I might need to actually read a manual in a moment. Ah, nope, screw reading. Okay, there we go. We're getting closer. All right. So the magic is all down here. So right there is one sensor, and right there is the other sensor. So it scans both sides of the page at once, which is super duper handy. All right. This good workhorse scanner never had a catastrophic jam. That's what I'm aiming for, and I'm going to challenge it with my weirdo stuff, that's for sure. All right. I think that's everything. Okay. So we can pull that out. Whoa. Man, they want you to... They're expecting some long papers to go through there. Okay. That goes in so deep. That's hilarious. All right. Up. We didn't get all the options. Dang, we only got the base model. If we got the GT version, we would have had, I don't know, hazard lights. Let's see. What else we got? Yeah, power, which will have their weird, I assume, 24-volt power supply. Didn't get the one with aircon. Nah, see, I'm in Arizona. It'd be illegal to sell one without air conditioning. You want to know what temperature it was here 2 days ago? 118 Fahrenheit. Well, we got 24 volts right there. Yep. Cruise control button. Yeah. All right. Stupid reverse gender center pin connector. Well, yeah, that's kind of to be expected. Okay. What kind of temperature is that in the real world? I don't know. You guys are the weirdo ones. All right. Bog standard power cable. Just unfurl that. And then the very surprising USB 3.0 Type B cable. Really, really wasn't expecting that. All right. So, before we go and try and plug all this in, let me show you. That's a weird double-decker cable. Yeah, USB 3.0 Type B is very weird. My favorite 3.0 connector, even over C. Because Type B is just so ridiculously robust. It's incredible. Anyway, this is going to be the first manual we scan here. So this is the IBM Wheel Printer E. Guide to Operations Manual. This is the only tangible evidence I own that this thing actually exists. I want one very badly, but I don't have one, but I do have this manual. So we need to unbind this, and then we can just run all of these sheets through the scanner, and then we don't have to like do them one at a time. So time to do this. I'm not sure what the best way to do this is. So this is the metal interleaved fingers kind. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take pliers. I'm going to bend those all out.
1443S. Subscribe with Prime. They've subscribed for 36 months, currently on a 36-month streak. And says...
End of line.
Oh my gosh. Kurt 1443, thank you for the Prime sub and for 36 months. I appreciate that. Sorry the deck talk's being weird. I don't know what its issue is. Double-sided 1200. Well, it's too late now. Is that a combination printer scanner? Because if it's like that, I don't want it. I'm seeing the ink toner section on the URL. But it is too late now. The only upgrade I would make from this point is wide. It would be like legal width or whatever, but basically so I can put pages in sideways. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this out. Oh, I'm gonna need two pliers. Where's the flat edge ones? I'm not seeing them. Okay, grippy ones it is. What's my phone want? The usual nonsense. Okay. OCR should always be done as a post-production step. Also $1,300. Yeah, I don't know about that. Okay, so let's attempt this. Well, that did not bend the way I was hoping it would, but just keep going. That one went better. Out of curiosity, Digital Ice Age, how do you handle this kind of binding? I have a feeling this is realistically all you can do. This one's crooked. I didn't even do that. Just started out that way. It's faster with a Dremel. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to go that route somehow. So Epson is one of the few companies. You know, the other one may not have been a brother. It might have been an Epson, now that I think about it. Because I think I used their flat bed crushed penguin drivers for the other one. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was an Epson S50. Try to find a non-destructive way to debind it, but I have to snip it. I will. Okay. Despiraling. So this is the metal fingers kind. So it's not a total spiral. So, excuse me, I'm lifting them up, and then I'm just going to pull each sheet off one at a time, very painstakingly slowly. I can't imagine there's a better way of doing this that's non-destructive, but just figured I'd ask. Kids, it's like, oh, you just buy this tool, you clip it on, and then it just, whoop, all the pages fall off magically, like you're a magician, and you get those rings that totally don't have a spring-loaded thing that you can't see. Do the pull method? Okay. I mean, at least it's pretty easy to do this and then put it back later, so not the worst thing. Unlike the plastic ones, which are like just as likely to shatter when you try and pull them back if the document's been old enough and not properly stored. Okay. One down, a bunch to go. Hey, look, it was out of focus. That's cool. I love it when that happens. Okay. Try with your fingers, not fancy tools. Rotate it through the pages. So that's not this kind, as you may have just seen with me just removing it. Let me re-demonstrate. You just pull it through. It spins and off. If you're patient, you can bend the booklet over the table's edge. Use each page carefully. Nobody got time for that, yeah. For the plastic ones, just put a new one in. Yeah, that's really not that bad, because realistically, they're either black or white, and it doesn't matter. So, all right. So, done it before, spread it wide. Oh, that's what you mean. Yeah, that is possible. Okay, I thought you were saying it was a spiral one and you just rotate it through. Yeah. I'm probably going to end up grabbing a handful of pages at once and then pull them off. There's two benefits to that. It's faster, and the pages get to use each other for reinforcement to not tear. Might need to open it up even more, actually. I don't think that's the answer for how to do that. Well, it ain't happening on my table edges. Oh, this one might be sharp enough. Hold on. Nah, I'm totally just gonna crush it. It's too small. I'm just gonna do it this way. It's not like it's going to take that long. Rip metal binding thing? I don't know why. It's completely intact. Oh, now that worked. Hold on, that might be the tech. Hold on here. Snip and then put it in a ring binder. It would have to be 3 hole punched already for me to be able to do that, though. Oh, that's totally the way to do it. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna use the table to move this. I guess they have days like this at the Smithsonian. Yeah, I mean, it's just how you do this. All right, here we go. Boom. That's one document ready to scan. All right. Whee! Okay. So the idea here with this scanner, might want to do the cover and pack. Yeah, probably. I'll probably do them on the A-Vision, actually. So the idea is that you take this and you just go plop, and then you push the button, and then it runs them all through and scans them. Yeah, it was quick, wasn't it? It really wasn't that bad. So yeah, that'll allow us to scan that whole manual through automatically. So let's go set up the printer and see how this ends up working out. Like Digital Ice Age was recommending, I'll probably take off these because they'll kind of mess it up, being different thicknesses and everything, and then I can scan them in color. Because that's not gray, that's brown, and I want to make sure that's preserved. Not that this is black and white, but, you know, just will help to make it all better. So goes in upside down and backwards. I didn't know that. It's good to be aware of. But as you know, I could fix that now. Okay. So I'm going to set it up here so that I can just run stuff through. You can see how I was all ready and cleared off a space and everything for this before stream. These need to go in here. Okay. You know, this duplex still requires you to do that. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. So pop that right there. For muscle memory's sake. Okay, I'm gonna hang the cable back down there. Okay. Then we have this, presumably scanner software, reassemble the pages. So GoGo Gadget 360, a couple of days ago or whatever, like a recent stream, I wrote my own software for doing that. So I just want this to output plain TIFFs, JPEGs, whatever, and then I will handle all of the post-processing. I don't want this or their software to do anything that it doesn't have to. So, that's pretty much that. Oh, yeah, no problem. Don't worry about it. This is a genuine question to ask. I mean, in theory, for normal people, yes, it probably could do that. I'm not normal people. I'm really OCD. So I wrote my own software like a weirdo. All right. It's like I like to scan books or something. AVision, ADF, Caesar. Gee, I wonder if I think it's important to document historical things. Okay. Oh, power. Hold on. To the power strips. Okay. Where's a power cable? There it is. It's easy to tell which one it is because it's the freshest. Okay. Power. Go. Go. Oh, there it is. Blue light. Is it from like 2010? Why is it a blue LED? Actually, when is this from? Now that I say that out loud, there's nothing about that that doesn't say 2010 to me. Epson. Yes. 400. 2. Amazon. Not the renewed one. By the way, I tried to buy this as like a used example on Amazon, okay? Not used, a renewed one. And it was going to, it took more than a week for them to not ship it. And then the window, once they would, in theory, in the future ship it, was 2 weeks wide. So it could have been 3 weeks until I got it. So I broke on Prime Day and bought a new one. Where's the Amazon more details? See product information. Here we go. Date first available. Are they hiding it? Also, Amazon says it's 300 DPI, but I know for a fact it's not. I don't see the date first available. Hold on, let's just look it up. Let's look up news. That's usually the trickier way of doing this. Are we meant to see the screen? Not really yet. Let's see. 2021, 2020. All right, it looks like this decade at least. All right. We can see the screen now. Hold on. So we're going to need drivers. And go. Go. Hey, oh, would you look at that? Wow. Hey, if you're in Europe and you haven't signed the Citizens Initiative and you're a citizen, do it. Okay, it's doing really, really well. It's exciting. So anyway, let's see if we can find no sound. What do you mean no sound? You can hear me. I know you can hear me. What are the chances? Yeah. All right, Epson, Linux drivers. All right. You're having issues? Are you using Linux? Oh, yeah. You know what? As much as it's annoying to have Tux be everywhere with Linux, I have a really hard time complaining when an actual hardware provider is just like, bam, giant Tux, here you go, it's Linux. Like, it's so cheesy. It's awesome. Oh, man. I was going to say, I wouldn't be surprised if the Linux one just takes you straight to like an FTP, but this is about as close. F again. All right, let me double check this. I am dropping frames on my server, of course. Delightful. There's nothing I can do about it. However, that usually indicates an upstream problem, not a me problem, because my internet just dies. It doesn't, like, so that's probably a Twitch issue. YouTube people, how is it working for you? Because I have a feeling yours is doing better. No F on YouTube? I had a feeling, yeah. So, yep. Either home or Twitch side. I have a feeling Twitch, because chat is now lagging. Well, that would be Twitch. Enter product name. ES402. Scanner. What? Product name is required. Epson. Wait. Let's just try going through this way. There we go. By the way, I bought this one specifically because it doesn't do networking. I have zero need for networking. I don't want it. Wait, you could get a 100 sheet version? Not that I need that. Okay. Support. Tux lied to us. I don't know about that yet. Downloads, changing your operating system. Yeah, that's fine. You manually select in the drop-down menu below. What drop-down menu? Let's try ES400. Just... Aha! There we go. Okay, download. Wow, were they like super modern? Holy moly, they're from 2 days ago. What? Not only do they have Linux drivers and are they hilarious, but they're like super modern. Wow. Package download page, manual, source file. What? That's awesome. Okay, package download. Let's try this. Dude, okay. Come on. Not sponsored, but like, that's awesome. I literally could not ask for more. It's incredible. Where's the snap? Like I said, I couldn't ask for more. There's not a snap even. Now I need to upgrade my distro to make these work. If they support 32-bit, I have a feeling their dependencies aren't that contemporary. Okay, actions, no, extract here, auto detect subfolder. By the by, so I'm using the Sponge Wi-Fi for this, all right? Today, I had a reason to back up the SD card in the Pi that runs the Sponge Wi-Fi, and it's bad. It has dead blocks on it, but it still works. kind of crazy. All right, I'm gonna guess I want sudo. Worst case, Epson owns this computer after this, so you know that's fine. Install, go. They even support Raspberry Pi. Yeah, I think I saw ARM on there, right? Yeah, like, come on. That's awesome. 32-bit only, though. That's slightly a problem. Okay, so now it's scan. Epson scan 2. Searching for, oh my gosh. Dude. It's perfect. Wait. No. No. They didn't. No way. Did they? I'm actually going to be slightly sad that it's better now. This looks like a really nice program. But you know what it doesn't look like? A penguin mutilated. Well, I'm just going to put the cover in there for kicks. All right. Preview. Dude, it's so fast. Oh my gosh. That was crazy. Dude, this scanner software is awesome. What? Digital Said you need to update. Or not, because, I mean, you have the classic version. It's 1-bit. I'm sure we can fix that. You guys have to see how fast this is. This is nuts, all right? I'm going to set the DPI to... I'm going to set it to 600 since I know that's real. Image type, color. All right. Watch this, okay? I want you to look at how fast it pulls this through. That's crazy. What? And there it is. Bam. Okay. I think this might have been a good purchase. RXTX is saying I need a Mazda badge on there. Oh my gosh. I'm excited. I am very excited here. Okay. Image format. We'll do TIFF. All right. Folder. Dude, this software really looks good. I definitely am an Epson fanboy now. Sanity, like, it's not even close. This is incredible. Okay. All right, we're gonna try. Can we overclock it? Yeah, Linux scanning software doesn't suck. I mean, I wouldn't get too excited. It's not audio software. Come on. Okay, documents. Let's put this in Nextcloud. Actually, wait, did it? Folder. Oh, so. Okay, so we have a drop down for select folder, but then it also just has a shortcut to let you just straight up open that folder because the software is apparently incredible. Okay, so we're gonna do Nextcloud, System Sync, Stream PC, Scans, and then we're gonna make a new folder here, IBM Wheel Printer. Actually, I don't want to put this here yet. Let's put this in Archive for now because we're gonna process this locally. IBM Wheel Printer E. Okay, go, select. Seriously, just install on the first try without having to do any troubleshooting can't be Linux? And the software is good? Like, what? Oh, wait, first problem. I can't resize the window. Oh, man, lame. Document source, there are no, okay. Scanning side, double-sided, document size, auto-detect. Interesting. I mean, I have a feeling it's going to scan so fast here. I might as well just let it auto-detect. In worst case, we run it through again and see what happens. Image type color, I always want color. Correct document SKU. Okay. I'm going to disable that. Because last time that was on there, I thrilled with the results. Okay, detect double feed. That would be cool. Skip blank pages off. I always want to skip blank pages. Okay. Brightness, contrast, gamma. I mean, I don't know. Remove punch holes. Remove background. Definitely don't want text enhancement. That's an issue with them. So, okay. Let's try this. Let's see what happens. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run covers through by hand. What you always want to include blank. Skip blank pages off. That's what it's saying. I always want blank pages. I'll give you an example of why I want blank pages, because I screwed up and I didn't scan a blank page. Archive.org. Let me show you. My uploads. So the Data General Sysgen manual, okay? Actually, this one will have them, I think. Let's find out, because it's a little weird. Yeah, I didn't include the blank inside of the cover. That would be a hole, okay? So what happened in this upload is now it's off by 1, which kind of sucks. And there is no option on the archive.org PDF viewer that I'm aware of that allows you to offset this. So unfortunately, when you view this on the website, it's messed up. So yeah, I don't know what I said. It's configured how I want it though, Ben. So I'm just gonna go with that. Okay. Home, archive, nope. IBM wheel printer. All right, let's try this. I'm just gonna let it run, scan, and see what happens. Oh, it's way slower when it's in a preview scan. Okay, that makes sense. So do we get 2 images? We do. Why is it not 0 on the first one? Whatever. All right. I'm gonna run the next cover through. We're gonna do this. Modified. Giant preview. Get rid of the document preview in the terminal. And there we go. Now we'll be able to see these as they are processed. Okay, scan. Okay, we'll see if it automatically increments the number for the second scan. I kind of messed that up, but I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, image TIFF should, yeah, that one should be 0. At least it's consistent. All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm now going to potentially make it mad here. F10 covers. And I'm going to move all of these in here. I'm curious what it will do. It does not matter one way or another what it does. But I am curious. Okay. We're about to load this thing up. It is... I feel old because of how excited I am about this. But this is like genuinely awesome for me. All right, I'm gonna hit scan just like you saw, and I'm gonna see what it does with actual pages now. Here we go. So yeah, it's a much more sane speed here. All right. They're kind of bunching up with the binding holes. Dude, it's so quiet. Oh my gosh. I'm not seeing anything yet. Like it's caching it all somewhere. And then it's going to output it. I kind of don't like that. Man, I'm having to babysit it because it's going to jam on the existing ones.
Resource subscribed at tier 1. I for 40 months currently on 40 months free. And says hello.
End of line.
Green Source, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 40 months. My apologies for the weirdo deck talk. I don't know what its issue is right now. Yeah, I don't know how to handle this because it keeps pushing it down into the binding of the sheet before it. And then, yeah, doing that where it's like cramming. So I'm having to push them over. So this is a lot more manual than I would have guessed. The software kind of has hung up. It just says scanning page 35 now, and it's not doing anything else. So that's, yeah, it's never added more images to the folder. Don't know what's going on there. paper output tray to not stick up at the end? I don't think so. It's really, really curved. I'm wondering if the software has crashed. One big PDF? No, it should be outputting individual TIFFs, which is weird that it's not doing that. Has it gotten high enough yet? Oh, I think it's high enough now that they're not ramming into each other. The angle isn't as severe. Never mind. Stupid. Ah, still does it. Okay.
Amy can't subscribe. Dear one. Right for 40 months. And says that's not a brother, is it this Epson?
End of line.
Armacat, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 40 months. I appreciate it. I don't like that my first scan has problems, but maybe the weirdo bound one wasn't the ideal first scan. I don't know. I mean, this is technically more automated than what I could have done before, so it's still better. Ben, tomorrow. Tomorrow is when it starts. I think those were all spiral bound like this, so yay, it's a whole weekend of this. I think this is the last page. Okay, we'll see if the software explodes. Here we go. And... Ruh-roh. I'm gonna give it a moment. Well, the best laid plans. I don't know if it's a patience thing. I don't know why it didn't just write out all the files as it was getting them in. Maybe it's my fault that I moved those. I don't know.
Chlorocoon says CHEER 100 TE best laid plans of mice. And men. What do men have to do with it?
End of line.
That's a reference I get a little easier than the red dwarf ones when you're messing with them. Might be using a stupid compression method? Maybe. So 4147. I thought it was 4145 at first. So we'll see if this changes at all. It's writing something? I wasn't paying attention. So we might limit it to 20 pages at a time. I mean, we can check temp, but it's not really going to matter. I mean, they're there. I mean, all you gotta do, software, is copy them from this folder to the other one. I mean, this is... had a just now for modified. Just now, you are correct. I wonder... what could it be doing? DSkew something? I don't know. We'll leave it be. Just now. 3 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago. What, wow. Digitalized Sage. It's doing all the things you told it not to do and then throwing away the results? Possibly. I told it to auto trim. Number is changing. Getting 0 things there. Another just now. Okay, yeah, it's just chewing through them. So I guess we just wait for it to get through those. I don't think it's auto trimming because these are auto trimmed. That looks right. I don't know what the difference is between before and after, assuming they're going sequentially. Shouldn't take this long? I agree. So this would be the registry page, safety guidelines. No. Chapter 1, are these like even close to in order? No, not even slightly in order. Yeah, we need it to figure this out. It's saving as a TIFF. It can't, there is nowhere to store OCR. It's possible it's doing OCR and throwing it away. Usual method is scanning JPEG at full quality, gives you output slider, folder select 600, never had an issue, overflowing, disk thrashing. Well, I'll try JPEG next. We'll run it back as JPEG and see what happens, just to learn the process. It's more important today to learn the process than scan this manual, because no one has one of these. So there is no one out there looking for this manual. It's fine. So we can delay uploading this while we mess with it. Assuming that it even finishes whatever it's doing here. Yeah, it's like random order for what it's actually working on. This is an NVMe drive, so it's not that. This is weird. Man, so I set up so that we could play games on my laptop while waiting in case it took forever. And I was expecting the actual scanning stage to take forever, not the post-processing stage. So I still don't know if maybe we want to do that or not. I have a feeling not, but this is not what I expected. Was it a NVMe drive? Now it's a stick of electronic chewing gum. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, RAM usage is definitely changing. Disk writes are definitely happening. I have no idea what it's doing. attach GDB to it. I mean, it's possible. I mean, I think they have the sources available for it, so we could compile with GDB, I think. It's uploading everything into the cloud so you didn't get network connected scanner. Yeah. Well, they can enjoy the printer manual from the 80s. Doing something, just leave it to his own devices, go play Hydro Thunder. I mean, it was going to be a water game, but it wasn't going to be Hydro Thunder. Whispers the word S, Tracer runs away. I mean, it is. We can definitely tell it's doing something. So I don't think interrupting it is the play. I guess. Do we just let it run in the background and wait and see what happens? I mean, I don't know now. We're just sitting here doing, hey, here. Let's mess with the scan prep software that I wrote first so I can show you guys that, because even when this is done, it's going to not be that fun of an example. Okay. So, let me do this. Just push that down there, because I assume that'll close when it's done. Oh, wow, I'm signed in. That's... Okay, that's the one. All right. So last weekend, we worked on this software. I finished it. It's done now. So we can actually use this to process and prepare PDFs from a folder of scanned books. So let me give you a demonstration here. We're going to start with the scans of the Data General Advertising Manual here, all right? So this is what is known as a saddle stitch book. So it's one sheet of paper that is for both sides of the book that is stapled through. So we have our first scan here, which is the outside, and then the second scan, which is the inside. So in order to make a PDF out of this, we need to cut this in half and rotate it 90 degrees. So let's mess around with this a little bit. I already opened a terminal. I don't need to do that again. All right. So we can run scan to PDF here. We can do rotate 90, and then I implemented, I don't remember if I did this on stream or not, but I implemented my crazy concept for processing pages in different orders, and it works so good. So let's go back to the thing here. So we have two scan images that are related to each other, because this is page 1 and then this is page 2, and then technically this is the last page, and then this is the second to last page. So we're going to set a page order parameter here. We're going to specify that we have two images that we need to scan, and then each image are two images that we need to process, and then we have two sheets in each one of these. So there's going to be 4 numbers. Now, we're going to rotate first. The order of the parameters doesn't matter. The operation orders are fixed in the software, so rotate always happens first. But the left side is the last page, and we can specify that with -1 to indicate we're going to offset from the end of the book. The other one is the first page. When we go to the second image, the bottom part, or the left side, is now the inside of the first page. So that would be that. So now we're going to rotate 90 degrees, and then we're going to process a page order like that for 2 books. And let's let it add it. Oh yeah, I got to provide the image files. So we do dot star.tiff, and it should, bingo, there we go. So what this is going to do is it's going to go through all of the images, and it's going to look at which ones are. So there will be 68 pages in the book, and the left side of this image is this page number. The right side of this image is this page number. So it goes through and looks at those. Why did it mark? Oh, I did screw that up. Hold on. This is supposed to be -2 right there. Oh, my debug just worked. All right, so now it'll be 2 and then 67 or 47. Minus 22. I can type, I swear. There we go. 67. Perfect. That's how it should be. Okay. So now it's going to process. Dude, this computer's not fast, or it's getting choked by all the PDF image nonsense that's going on. I'm not sure. Always blame the keyboard. You know, I gotta say, I didn't have these issues when I was using my keyboard that now has the silent switches at home. Just, you know, throwing that out there. Those switches are working very, very well on the cab, by the way. I'm very glad to get those. I do need to come up with a solution for the spacebar still, but yeah. Because they need to blame me. No, they're working very well. I'm surprised how much I like them. I wish they... Ooh, scanning page 40. The number changed. Did it jump from 35 to 40, or did it increment one at a time? I'm now terrified. How many is it going through? There are 130... Wait, more files are showing up? Oh no. It's still processing data coming in? 137. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna take forever. Let's look at this. This is happier times. Oh man. Jumped. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you. Need supercomputer to keep up with the scanner? I guess. Jeez.
For 20 months.
End of line.
Wait a minute. Was it just a dirty pot? Hold on. I might have fixed it. Dr. Stoffel, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 20 months. I appreciate that. Next, try the Windows drivers? I don't know. I think I'm going to try just scanning 20 pages at a time. Sweet with a file time modification time of the future appears, yeah. Yeah,
subscribed at tier 1. They subscribed for 30 months.
Dirty pot.
On a 30 dot month 3 and says 30 more dots.
Sorry, everyone. Schmide, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 30 months. I appreciate that. So, Digital Ice Age, no, it doesn't seem to have failed. It's stuck here saying scanning page 40. But it is still doing stuff in the background. So the amount of RAM it's using changes. Every now and then it shows write data. I like that. 24 megabits per second. And then another image will show up in the temp folder where it's working. So it's processing data still. It's just going super slow for some reason. I'm wondering if I should limit it to like 20 pages at a time or something. Ah, there, look. It went from 40 to 57 down there, all in one go. Whew. I saw it, yeah, Nakalak, thank you. How big are the individual pages? I mean, they're like, they're nothing. They're like a, I don't know, word of a US letter sheet. Okay, this is about to do something interesting. So this is now, my software, by the way, is now outputting a PDF from everything it just processed. How many pages will there be in the end? I don't know. It's numbered with chapters and chapter pages, so I don't know, and I'm not sitting here counting them. So unfortunately, there's no universal page numbers. To be fair, your assigned TIFFs to pages routine seems to be running glacially slow too, so maybe it's your machine goes slow due to heat. No, it's not hot in here. It just can't be. Because, I mean, no, I'm not putting up with that. Anyway, here we go. Boom. Look at this PDF. So this is the PDF output by my software taking the scans that I did on the A-Vision. You can see how it properly split and cut the pages, and it's working great. So that now works. But there is a weird option. Sanity, if you're looking at that, I explained that earlier. Why? But yeah, oh man, a smooth scroll. That's like the only feature in Ocular I've ever enjoyed. What? How have I never seen this before? That's awesome. That's nice. Okay. Everything else about Ocular sucks, but I like that. Okay. There is a problem here. If we go to the middle of the document and we zoom in on the left side of the page, we'll see this black part. Oh my gosh, it just finished. Look at that. How much does Scanner say you back? Could you use something for archiving pictures? I think I paid $280 effectively. Just like basically $300 with shipping and taxes and all that stuff. It hurt, especially for a whole bunch of other very expensive stuff I bought recently. But I think I'm actually going to make it back in time, as you'll find out. Okay, scanner finished 15 minutes ago. Computer took forever. I mean, in fairness, yes. Okay, let's sort this by name. So this should be, yep, the business reply. Okay, perfect. Sweet. Well, you guys want to have some fun here? Okay. So this is front cover. So I'm going to copy this as front. And then this is... you know, I don't have a... Yeah, no kidding, Ben. I did make a minor mistake here. I will have to come up with a solution for this. Don't mind CLI, I can use scan image, write file immediately instead of whatever happened here. Yeah, no kidding. Obviously, I don't mind CLI, so I might look into that. Yeah, that was the thing. Anyway, we'll get back to this in a moment. Let's process this data. I'm going to make a sloppy scan because I screwed up slightly and didn't think about this. Okay, you saw that my PDF software can work, so let's do this. We're going to do scan to PDF. We don't need to rotate. Page orders are completely normal because they're sequential with the file names, so that's easy enough. We're gonna find out if it puts them in the right order based on name or based on modification time, because I don't know. Out of curiosity, ls star.tiff. What does that look like? I don't know. That's weird, but it like sorted them, so that's not useful. Okay, so scan to PDF. Let's do this. We're gonna add a cover. We're gonna go into the covers folder. We're gonna add front. Then we're going to add a back cover from the covers folder. It'll be back. Then we're going to add all TIFFs from this folder. We are going to OCR this. We're also, let me look at the images here. What does this look like? Ooh, it's a little crushed color-wise. I didn't realize that. I mean, it's okay. I didn't think about that. Oh, wow. They literally tell you how to do it. That's hilarious. Okay. Well, it did the color already, so I'm not going to mess with color. I could mess with color, but I'm not going to. Lack of leading zeros for two-digit names might be an issue. We'll find out. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to that, Sanity and Ben. Yeah. I'm actually going to make a pinned comment that I have no affiliation with them. I think we're good. Let it rip. So this doesn't have to do anywhere near as much processing. Yeah, so it starts at page 2. Yeah, that page order is awful, so that's not going to work. Drat. Oh, man. Great, that problem that was a problem, now it's a problem. Huh. Let me see what that looks like and then figure out how I can use that. Sort. Why does it put the non... Okay. But that's still wrong. Because they're not 0 prefixed. LS -1. Still doesn't work. G. Still doesn't work. Epson, grr. Linux, sort, files, no leading 0. V, capital V. Okay. Now. Is it as simple? I think it might be. No decode delegate. Oh, hold on. Bash star.tiff. Ha ha! I might add an option to do an an FFmpeg style import list type thing. I might steal their syntax. So you can see how quickly it ripped through the first like 50 or so, and then it slammed up against a wall, because I think I have it limited to 8 gigs of RAM, and now it's caching everything to disk. So if we could see a disk cache value here, we would see that. It might show up here. I don't know if it does, how that works. Magic, yeah, there we go. So this is, oh my gosh, every single one of those is an image. Oh, that's ridiculous. So yeah, it's just throwing those all in there. So yeah, I could, in theory, let it have more RAM. How much RAM are we using? Yeah, we're not, I mean, that's right. I only have 24. I should have 32. I never got around to, like, looking for the, or applying for the warranty replacement. Oops. Realistically, it's not going to matter because it needs so much storage space. It's never going to fit all in the RAM. I like Ben's more for doing the code golf, like biggest possible one instead. All right, so we got our output PDF here. Okay, this might fail. Hold on, did I try this? Python 3 Import OCR my PDF. Okay, I can do that. So this should work then. So in my code, I directly import OCR my PDF as a Python module and then run the OCR command within my script to apply OCR to this. It also can, I forgot to, recompress the images to not have the thing be that massive. We'll probably run this again after this to demonstrate that. And it makes a big, big difference. Mine renames the files. You don't have to worry about it in the future. Oh, okay. Doesn't matter if you're just going to throw the tips away. I so far haven't thrown away any of my source scans. That's probably not maintainable, but compared to my footage, like, it's nothing. So, this is not a viable PDF, by the way. That's insane. We're going to have to cut that down. I might have to add a scale output option to reduce the image size. I don't know. But I think reducing the JPEG quality is probably the play. Ah. Holy moly, it's going to be a 10 gig PDF. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm just going to cancel it right now. Sorry. Close session. Hold on. I'm going to rerun this with the OCR my PDF flags optimized level 2 and JPEG quality 60. Because that was going to be an insanely large PDF. Like, way, way too big. Way too big. Nothing would be able to open that. So I do my body of PDFs as 1-bit PNG? No, I refuse. I will never do that. As long as it's legible. Nah, it's very important that they not be garbage. A 300 megabyte PDF is acceptable to me. If you want to downscale that into a 1-bit whatever, fine, but I'm not using that as my final archival material. An 8 gig one though, that's a little much. Said the pages to grayscale, these have color. Not all of them, of course. Not most of them, of course. There we go. Look, the part that should be black is red. I'm not losing that information. Nope, they should be color. It would be nice if it could detect whether or not the page has color, and then only make those ones color. That could be something I do. Redis offsets can't fail, throw it away. I think it was a print fail. Yeah, there's hardly any color, but any is enough to be worth preserving. And yes, my standards are insane for scans. Dude, I want this printer so bad. Like, come on. Come on! I apparently want that too. I didn't know that was a thing. That's insane. I want that too. My favorite part about this is just look how much detail there is in this image. The 600 DPI is not enough. Like, if I had more, I could benefit from it. Like, this is not dot print. This is stencil. OLN's correct. 1-bit scans suck. I hate them. All right, so this is going to be massive for this stage because that does not apply any JPEG compression. Because it's going to be reprocessed by OCR my PDF. And I don't want to double process the images. Probably need super detail for schematic scans. Yes, that's why the A-Vision is here. It's only 600 DPI as well, but it's going to be as good as it gets. Unfortunately, I have to make the choice between having a large format high resolution scanner and a large book edge scanner, and the book edge is more important. I'm going to be bad for a second here because I haven't spent enough money. eBay.com. Boop, doop, doo. I think, when did I make my A-Vision video? That was like 3 years ago, 2 years ago. This was for sale then. Like, what? This ADF sucks, by the way. It's going to be single-sided. I was trying to see if maybe there was another one that was cheap that I could get to replace this one with its wonky sensor, or at least have a second so that I can experiment with the sensor a little more to try and clean it, because it really sucks having that bad bit on there. It's very, very annoying. That thing's expensive. I didn't pay that much. I probably paid half as much. It's a very specialty scanner. See if anyone's just listing it. Bunch of plus text. That's not the same. A-Vision ADF. Oh, it's here my PDF's running. Okay. So it's going to have to load that entire thing into RAM. That kind of sucks. It's also going to OCR it. This will be acceptable quality out. Oh my gosh, that's a dirty scanner. Jeez. Let's see, what's this? Oh, man. A-Vision either makes the scanners with the smallest bezels or the biggest bezels. Good grief. Maybe it doesn't load the whole thing into RAM since it's only that much. I don't know. Big bezel makes the office people feel important, I guess. Zero bezel is what makes me feel important. Yeah, there's like none. Book, edge, scanner. There's a plus tech, but plus tech's not acceptable, unfortunately. There's some A-Vision rebrands. There's a book eye. Huh. That's interesting. It's one of the, like, wedge ones. Okay, I finally found one for... They have a best offer. Comes in the original box? Holy moly. 12 views in the last 24 hours. I'm probably not going to get it for dirt. I had the watch list. I'm going to offer them $50 later. They want 400, but like... At some point, shall we skip the middleman and have his AdSense revenue sent straight to eBay? I'm kidding. You know, this is actually a weird thing that I do, okay? Anytime I get an eBay ad on a website, I always click it, and I'm starting to reinforce it to where I get more eBay ads than anything else, which is really nice because it stops showing me the weird stuff like the Hero Wars, like pull the pin game ads. That's just like a random eBay and ad anecdote. And for those of you who don't know, ads are these things that web pages show when you don't install uBlock Origin. You beat the system in a way, yeah. All right, it's reprocessing the PDF. I have it overwrite the original because it loads the whole thing into RAM, I think. Or caches it. You know, maybe I shouldn't do this. I don't know. Huh. Never heard of those so-called ads things, yeah. We may have just found a flaw in my software. Maybe I don't want to overwrite the original one. So that's how that works. Buy one of a thing, then eBay starts telling you to buy all of those types of things. Is this what happens there? Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. Like, oh, cool. This, would you like to buy more of this? It's like, no, I just bought this. Yeah, that image may have just exposed a flaw. I might want to save the OCR as a separate file. No way. Is it only 63 megs? That would be insane. From 9 gigs to 63 megabytes? Oh my gosh, it actually worked. That's how insane the difference is when the PDF is actually optimized. Yeah. Look at that. That's crazy. Dude, this looks so good. Oh, man. So, there's the OCR. It's... What do you think those are, OCR PDF or Tesseract, whoever you want to blame? What? Is it going to be like Unicode squares? That would be hilarious. Oh, no, that's... Okay, sure. All right. Yeah, this is awesome. This is really, really cool. Okay. Let's try scanning again and see what happens if I only scan 20 pages at a time rather than run the whole thing through. See if I can keep up a little better. Because I'm wondering if I just overwhelmed it. Maybe it filled the RAM and then had to cache everything. Maybe we should scan to JPEG. What was the options change between add pages after scanning, add or edit pages after scanning? What? That's weird. Okay, we're gonna do a second run. Archive, new folder, IBM, WPE2, whatever. Okay. Give it unlimited RAM. I mean, I don't have unlimited RAM. Okay, so we're gonna set it to JPEG. What is this? Use file counter. What does that mean? skip blank pages, detect double feed. Why is there no 0 prefix? Okay. So, that was how many pages? 153. So if I split that in half, that's 70-ish. If I split, I should split these in thirds. Oh, that's so much work, man. You know what? Let's just try JPEG and see what happens. Worst case, we just close the program. I don't know. That seems like a lot of work. Also, I don't think I saw any jams, so I think I'm just going to try and let it just go on this one. I'm not going to babysit the pages running into each other. So, all right. Let me do this. Load it up.
A swarm of dead insects says, do I look like I know what a JPEG is? CHER 100.
End of line.
Swarm, thank you for the 100 bits. All right. There's that. Double-sided, auto-feeding mode. What on earth does that mean? All right, JPEG, settings, configuration. Hold on. Preview, use quality mode, no. Units, inches, counter. Count. Dump-proof scans,
Oracle
81.
says if I had a scanner that jammed, I'd have to connect it to a Piper Raspberry Jam. CHER 100.
End of line.
Is this the total number of pages that have run through the scanner ever? Is it going to keep track of that? That would be kind of important to know when you're buying a used one. But also the ability to reset it. Okay. Sleep timer. Regular cleaning alert. Dude, this stuff is good. Detect glass dirt. Okay. Paper protection. Double feeds. Other. Huh. Could reset it between giant scan batches. No, if you got it all. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. If you knew how many pages the things actually were, it seems like everything I scan just hides that. All right, we're going to try JPEG. I'm going to run it all through. We're going to try JPEG. Overall impression so far, really good. After this, I need to learn how to dial in these. And by learn, I just mean dial them in next time. But other than that, it looks really good. Yeah, I think I'm going to be extremely happy with this thing. Supposed to reset after changing controllers, not before selling it. I mean, yes, in theory, in practice, I know which one of those is actually going to happen. I live in America, so I know which is going to happen. All right, scan, go, vroom. So like I said, I'm not going to babysit it this time. I'm just going to let it jam, and then we'll see what happens. Oh yeah, was there a way to... Oh, it's so can't point down. The whole plastic casting is curved. So yeah, that's not happening. Well, off the bat, it's already stuck saying page 2. So that's not good. What? Okay, we're just gonna stop. We're gonna stop. If I can. So how about that command line? Stop. I wonder if this thing has like a ton of internal RAM and it is just transferring super slowly. Technically, I'm going through a USB 3.0 hub. I will, once I can get this to stop, I will try and plug it directly into a 3.0 port rather than go through a hub, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, it might not like the hub. I mean, I run everything else through the hub with no problems, but I don't know. Does Xane work with it? Didn't even think about that. Any software that doesn't just let it fill its own buffer would be preferable. So if Xane can work with it and then it just auto scans based on what it actually saves, I'm gonna have to kill the process. All right, so what's the actual scanner gonna do? It stopped in the middle. Oh gosh, that's okay, sure. Fine. Okay. Now reboot scanner? Yeah, probably. Why cranky? Oh, wait, plug it. Hold on. Power off. Okay. Unplug. They've increased the paper jam count. Okay. This isn't super convenient to reach, but it'll work. Okay. I'm gonna open Xane first. See what it can do. I'm gonna go into this folder. It doesn't matter, there's nothing in there. Okay. Does Xane see it? Interesting. I imagine this is the difference in driver. So that might be generic. This is Epson scan. I'm going to try the Epson scan driver. Okay. Duplex, scan area. I'll let it auto detect. Color. Output will be archive. This. Output 0, 0. This will actually correctly 0 prefix plus 1. Oh, it's a foot because that's how I would do it. Okay. Now, I don't know if this will automatically scan. I don't know how this works. This is, I'll just click it once and we'll see what happens. There's your own cursor on the screen. All right, let's find out. Go. All right. Well, it's just ripping. I didn't set it. Oh, okay. Okay, then. Huh. It's going. I don't know what it's doing, but it's going. There we go. It finally stopped. Okay. That didn't work. Well, it didn't matter because it crashed. So, Xane, maybe not the option. We can try Scanlight. Xane drives me insane. Yeah. We could also try the other driver. I think Scanlight just died. Scanner again, too fast for computer. Yeah. We can also try the Epson driver because now we're not going through a hub. Okay, it looks like Scanlight just died. So I'm going to try the Epson driver again. Unable to communicate with the scanner. No! Stop it! Why? What do you mean opening the... No kidding, Scanlight. Oh my gosh. One moment. Go. There we go. Ugh. Image format. JPEG. There's options here. Hold on. Image quality. Encoding. We're getting interlaced JPEGs apparently. Let's go 80. All right. Folder is... Okay, it's like a 2 out of 10 gripe here. It's annoying it doesn't remember what the last folder is. Not a problem. Okay, not black... Okay, it's annoying it doesn't remember any settings, but I also force killed it. So if it saves the settings on close, that's my fault. So maybe that's not a problem. 600 DPI, ADF, don't know what that means. Double-sided, yes. Document size auto-detect. I'm not gonna, you know what? Use file counter. Because eventually, once we get into like the thousands range, zero prefixing won't matter anymore. We're gonna cross the 100 range here. You know what? Since we're gonna cross the 100 range, let's not. We'll use the weirdo command again. All that looks good. So, okay. Image type, color, settings. That's hilarious. Okay. Wait, what's the color, black and white, color grayscale? Detection for auto. Is that whole document or per sheet? That'd be kind of cool. We're just going to go color for now. Advanced settings, no post-processing, document size. I think that's done when it scans. No skipping, detect double feed. All right, I'm going to try it. Let's see what happens. We're not going to let this finish if it doesn't, like, work correctly, because it took way longer than the 8 minutes we have left, and I have something I absolutely must do after stream. Automatic feeding mode, sits there waiting for you to put more sheets, then it automatically starts scanning them. Oh, okay. I don't like that. All right, let's go. So it's going now. And the software has... Okay, hub or not, doesn't matter. It is slow. Why? This is an actual 3.0 port, yes. So it seems to be handling the auto size pretty well. Because it looks like it's pulling in data and then doing it, unless it's doing that processing on the scanner. What if that's what it's doing? No, I don't want to end K-Win. You were correct to try and keep me from doing that. Okay, let's kill Epson scan again. And then I'm going to try and... I'm going to disable auto width whatever. Alright, just feed the page. On. Feed. Let me take all this out. Feed, go. Fine. Trying scan image? Sure. I don't know how. So that's just the command scan image. Okay, so that's all refed. Oh my gosh. Scan image. L. It's not having a great time. Scan image A, get list of supported parameters. Okay. Output format is not set. Sure. Device, given scanner device. I'm gonna guess I want this. Horrible, awful nonsense. We're just gonna build this command in Kate. And an equals. Cool. It's device name. I don't know what it's doing over here. It doesn't seem thrilled. Formatted device list. Okay. Batch. We're getting batch mode. Format is out. Okay, so we do open of device failed. Why would it? It does have an error. Hold on. Oh my gosh, just chill. Stupid scanner. There. Okay, I'll give this one more chance. Okay, we're gonna do dash B equals invalid option A. Software. JPEG. This. I don't know what the D is. I have a feeling it's not going to be great. It's options incompatible with the output file. Okay. Batch count. How many pages? Increment page number. Okay. Print progress. Print progress. I mean, yes, I want progress messages. Don't scan. Test. List available backend. No. Oh, it's capital A. Because I'm probably going to want to like make sure duplex decimal output. Are you sure it's that syntax, Ben? What did it say? An equal for a multi-line character. And I'd be rather amazed if it isn't, but I'm not sure. Okay. Mode. What do we think? Do we think I put a space or an equals for these? Color. Depth. Resolution. We definitely want that. Top left. Load. ADF skew. Auto cropping. Well, let's not auto crop. Okay. Thanks for not including a line boy. Is there Twitch? Oh yeah, no, Twitch doesn't do that. Okay, let's see what happens. Go. I mean, I didn't use file output. Okay, that's fine. Scan image. I didn't do that. Okay, I'm going to get rid of the batch command. We're going to see what happens. It's going to do something stupid, though, like batch count, format. Okay, so I'm just going to do format JPEG, and we'll just hope for the best. I'm going to get rid of the batch thing. Oh my gosh. What? This is so stupid. I do very much have to end here very soon. Source equal ADF. You need to put. I put quotes around it, and it still failed. Sure, your one-liner. Okay. Invalid argument. Maybe it doesn't want the equals. Scan image source failed. No equals for source. Still failed. No equals or quotes. Well, I mean, now... I don't know. We might just have to mess around with this more tomorrow. Because this seems kind of dumb. Yeah, I don't know. Source. What if it's just duplex? What's a valid argument? Because we tried having you tell me what they are. For device, libUS. Wait, this isn't the same thing. Output is not a file. What? That works. That works. It's actually a J. Oh my gosh. Okay, we can do that. Oh, fine. All right, we'll try that again tomorrow. Yeah, okay, so we cracked it. That was stupid. It was scanning double-sided. So left side, right side, beautiful. Okay. This is why you enable DSkew, by the way, because they're not perfect. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love how we went the whole stream and we like didn't actually get it to work until after the stream. So, all right. That is going to be it for today. Good luck with any auto DSkew. They're all terrible. Yeah, I'm not sure how exactly that's going to end up working out. We'll see. I maybe didn't have the little pincher things as tight as they needed to be, but we'll find out. So we'll try this more again tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. I'm going to say this. Pretty sure I'm going to release a video before the stream tomorrow. And then the stream is going to be about the video subject material. So you want to watch the video before the stream. I'll release it early enough that there will be time. But you'll want to make sure you see it if you're going to watch the stream. Because I don't want to answer a bajillion questions throughout the whole stream about it. And there's going to be a lot of questions about it. The video will answer them all. So it's a fair warning. So, there you go. But it is time for the outro. It is an object. Yes. Do we have homework? I mean, only as much as you would do to watch the streams. Okay. Well, final verdict on the Epson. It's too smart for its own good, but it's gonna do a good job and I'm looking forward to using it more. It seems really well done. I'm very happy with the results that I've had so far. I need to learn how to tweak and tune it a little more. I think we're about to get a more real world rip out of it the next time. It does look like scan image flushes its buffer. Can it do 11 by 17? No, because apparently you need to blow like at least $600 to get that, and I didn't see one that would be Linux compatible. So yeah, but all right, DMU tracking, awesome, thank you. Scans for the energy small puppy, yeah. Well, it depends on what it's doing, but all right. That is going to be it for today. So if you enjoyed this stream, you're definitely going to want to catch the next two this weekend, because we're going to be putting this thing through its paces for sure. If you want to help support the channel, you can find me on Patreon or get a shirt like this one. But that's going to be it for now, and I will see you all next time. I am on the printer button. Why didn't it work? There we go.
Bye.